So one other area where people just don't feel safe is as pedestrians, as cyclists. It took the city more than 2 years after 2 fatal crashes at Ted Drew's to get these improvements that are now underway to make that area safer. Could the city have done that faster? Are there things you would do to move those things along more quickly?
Absolutely. I mean, first, having a focus on pedestrian safety. We have a pedestrian fatality rate, Sarah, 3 times the national average. And, you know, as a single mom with a son in school, I often send him to school on his bicycle and he rides back home or he walks. And I am quite literally terrified of his, bodily harm potential, not necessarily by violence, but by vehicular violence. And I do think that we need to have a stronger approach to pedestrian safety. And it looks like enforcing laws. Existing laws on the books. I mean, this morning when I was dropping my son off at school at 6:50 a.m., the 2 cars in front of us pulled up to a red light and just kept going. There was absolutely disregard for the laws on the books, and we need to come down harder on that. You know, I have taken a couple steps, put in a couple bills that will allow us to essentially take your vehicle, impound a vehicle of somebody who's driving it like a weapon. And I think it's important to be thinking outside the box when it comes to public safety in this way. We have failed to enforce any sort of laws related to licensing a vehicle. And when you have that sort of complete disregard for the safety and well-being of the community around you, it's time for the city to step up and be harsher on those things. It looks like infrastructure in the case of what you were just mentioning, but I think a willingness to enforce our basic city laws is a critical component to that.